We just got a letter. 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 Wonder who it's from.
If you sit down and you bang this on the ground, you will blow your head off.
It's a letter from a retard. Woody McAllister here, and we got a special little snowflake we're gonna be going into. Let me roll this clip and just show you how the education system has failed us.
The bolt, see that? See the bolt? There's no bullet in there. Pay very close attention. If I'm not paying attention and I take this weapon and I bang it, look what just happened. The bolt goes forward. The weapon has fired. I didn't touch the trigger. I just simply banged it on the table. If you sit down and you bang this on the ground, you will blow your head off. It happens in basic training every day.
J-Master Cocksucker shows us exactly why people that have no ideas about firearms should be starting any type of coalition. This would be like Anderson Cooper telling me to pick up a chick when the only thing he's ever done is sucked cock. This man absolutely has no background in firearms. You can clearly tell. There has also been a stolen valor accusation on him because his patches and his signatures don't match up to when he said he served, and he said, I don't know the exact particulars in it, but J-Master Cocksucker is a person that has a lot to learn when it comes to firearms. This small little clip just shows me he purchased a firearm, played Call of Duty for a few hours, and thought he was an expert. This man isn't a leader. This man isn't an expert. Fuck, this man probably can barely function working at Burger King. He clearly has no knowledge of the rifle that he's holding. I think he called it a bullpup. If you can correct me down below in the comments section, but there's nothing short about your rifle either. I'm just baffled. And there's been other videos that it debunked. He called it an XR something, and it's not that at all. It just seems like this man is this is how I feel. I feel like this man is a plug from the Democratic Party trying to start a coalition and then make all us gun activists look like terrible people. Make us look like we're uninformed, how we're just gonna start, having negligent discharges everywhere. Like if we're gonna go out, have our open carry, there's just gonna be gunfire going off like it's fucking Chicago. That's not how it works. A lot of good American law-abiding citizens know exactly what to do with their firearms. It just seems like a man with the lack of intelligence like this should not be leading this movement. I'm perfectly fine if you are a novice, alright? I would never call myself an expert when it comes to firearms. I'm just getting into it myself. But I believe it's kind of owning your shit. If you have no idea what you're talking about, shut the fuck up. Learn, educate yourself. I believe that this man is definitely a plug. He has to be. There's no fucking way that this guy has any type of credentials to lead any fucking coalition. We are getting into a dangerous time in this country where our Second Amendment rights are being infringed on. They're trying to pass red flag laws, other type of bills they're trying to pass to limit our rights to have firearms to protect ourselves. They just want to make it so that the government can have all the guns. That's exactly what Hitler did to his people. I think people should really read into the historical impact of disarming their citizens. Generally, tyranny is what's fallen afterwards. I believe that this man is just helping the Democrats disarm every American. Make it seem like us gun owners are just fucking a bunch of retards like this fucking man. Like I said, it's just baffling how a man like this could lead any type of movement. Frankly, he reminds me of this character from Django. This is how the Democrats treat African Americans. They treat them like they're fucking pawns, like they're tools, like they are uneducated, stupid individuals. You have a lot of intelligent black people coming out saying that they should arm themselves, protect themselves, start voting for conservatives because they're finally realizing that Democrats don't give a fuck about them. And I think that having this type of fucking retard leading a movement and making every single fucking black person in that coalition look like a goddamn idiot is the worst thing you can happen. This guy just has no fucking intelligence at all. He has no fucking idea how to run this. I think the only thing he could probably run is a Dunkin' Donuts. And maybe not even that. I just think I want to be funny and I want to be truthful. Because I don't think he could run a Dunkin' Donuts. The only thing that this man could run is a fucking mop in a goddamn bucket. He should be picking up my shit at a fucking gas station parking lot. A negligent discharge just shouldn't happen, especially in a place where you're trying to show your right and your privilege to bear arms. I just get offended by this type of stupidity. People like this deserve to get Garrett Fostered. They deserve to be blown the fuck away. So this man doesn't know firearms. He comes off as a fucking idiot just when it comes to his knowledge of the, I would say, the subject of firearms. But then there's also where he stands politically, where he's a black nationalist. And apparently, from what I was told, he wants to either have the whole state of Texas to just him and like all his African American homies, everybody in that little coalition, and black people in general, just have one state all to themselves, or be giving their own piece of land in Africa to go back to. Now, if that isn't fucking racist, I don't know what is, because that's a poor fucking decision, right? That is the stupidest fucking argument I've ever heard in my life. Why am I gonna fucking give you the state of Texas? That makes, like, what, reparations? Or you want your own place in Africa? Shit, just go over there like all the other African countries, just take a bunch of your homies and start genociding them as well. Join in on the fun. Might as well just join in, just decapitating and making child soldiers. There, you could have your fucking perfect utopia over there. I don't understand in this country where it used to be about, being an American, being proud of being American, and realizing that you are in the best fucking country in the world. People say, oh, the UK and all this shit and all this, like, they have no rights, right? British people, they like to go on about their country, but they're bent over and fucked. Like Don Lemon in the back of the CNN fucking green room, right? Let's just be completely fucking honest here. America gives you rights that you just don't have in other fucking countries. If you wanted to speak out in the UK, you get fucking jail time if you go against their fucking laws. There is no free speech. It's an illusion of free speech over there. And that's exactly what the Democrats want to bring over here because they're a bunch of globalist scum. How Europe infringes on their people's rights to protect themselves and just even their own privacy. That is what the Democrats want in this country. They want to strong arm you. They want to tax the fuck out of you. They want to control every aspect of your life. And for these black nationalists that want to leave the country, I say, hey, go the fuck ahead. It's not like it could get any worse over there in Africa. I don't give a fuck. You can't change my mind on that. Just look at the numbers. Look at the disease over there, right? I don't understand that concept in this country where you are born in the best country in the world, where you can go from nothing to becoming a millionaire. There's not really many countries out there that allow you to do it. A lot of it's generational wealth compared to the United States. You work your ass off. You do things the right way. Start a business. You could become extremely successful coming from nothing. And I think that's something that black Americans currently in this country take for granted. If you want to make a change, get away from the Democratic chains. Stop blindly voting blue when they're taking away your rights and treating you like you're less than. Did you remember what Joe Biden said? Here's the clip, just so, you can remember it.
To come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Remember, you're not black if you don't vote for Democrat, because you don't fit their little stereotype of how you should be. You should be a good little boy, do what they're told. Isn't that sickening? Whereas if a conservative ever said something like that, they'd be fucking hung out to dry. And they should be. It's a fucked up statement to say. That's idiotic. But I think it kind of lends into my greater issue with morons like Grandmaster Cocksucker over here leading any type of coalition. You're just making every single gun owner in America look like a fucking idiot. Especially African American gun owners. It's been a struggle for them in a lot of ways to protect their own businesses because of these riots. You're just making everyone in that whole coalition, even just, like I said, African Americans in general, look like fucking idiots. So congratulations on, this well-run coalition. Hopefully you guys stopped at McDonald's for a Happy Meal afterwards, because that's about the maturity and intelligence I'd expect from your group. Be like, oh,
Did I get my toy? Did I get my toy?
the only thing that you'll be getting is your rights stripped away by following somebody so fucking stupid. This man makes me angry. I'm all for African Americans owning guns. I think it's what you should do. It's your American right. I'm not saying this country's fucking perfect by any means. But with the opportunities you have now, the privileges you have in this country to be successful, unlike anywhere else, I think we should take a step back and realize how fucking great we do have it in this country. Because you can go from nothing to something as long as you work your ass off, which many people don't like to hear, but it's the fucking truth. So, Moody McAllister here. I'm gonna end this on this note, on this message. J Master J. By the way, that's the stupidest fucking name I've ever heard in my life, but whatever. Grandmaster J, Grandmaster Fag, whatever you want to be fucking called, right? You need a thorough gun education before you lead any type of coalition. You can't even lead janitors to a fucking closet where the cleaning supplies is. You couldn't fucking wipe the shit off of a goddamn toilet seat. You couldn't lead a bunch of kindergartners to recess. How the fuck are you qualified to lead any group of people? The great right of the Second Amendment. So, Moody McAllister here, signing out.